Welcome to Tntspices. Today, we're going to make dessert. No, this ain't dessert.
Hey, he's not making dessert.
But what we are going to make are some apple cinnamon pork chop rolls.
Cinnamon roll.
Stick with us. This is another delicious meal. To begin, I have 2 apples. We are going to peel these apples and we're going to slice these into very thin slices. Now that we have all of our apples sliced, we're going to take them and place them in a bowl. Set these to the side. We have a fresh boneless pork loin. Okay, now boneless pork loins are what are used to make boneless pork chops. What we want to do is we're going to open this up so that we can stuff this with our apples. Okay, now with this fully opened, we're next going to season this. We're going to take our SPG seasoning.
Delicious, so delicious.
Now we'll take our apple spice barbecue rub, some brown sugar. After our brown sugar, we're going to take the apples that we sliced up. After seasoning our pork with the apples, the brown sugar, and our spices, I transferred it to 2 sheets of plastic wrap. Now, don't make the mistake I did, because that was a mess trying to get it off of my cutting board onto these plastic wrap sheets. What I would recommend is just start with the pork loin on the plastic wrap first, and then open it up, season it up. This way, when we get to this point, you don't have that transfer and a whole giant mess. With everything on our pork, we are now going to simply try to roll this up the best we can, nice and tight. With this rolled good and tight, we are going to place this in our freezer for a period of time to firm this up so that we can next cut this up into our pork chops. We've had our pork in the freezer a couple hours, let this firm up and keep the shape. Now, I have some little skewers here. We're going to use these skewers. If you don't have metal skewers, you can use wooden skewers.
How about some apple squirrel rolls on a skewer?
We're going to use these to help keep the shape of our chops. With our pork sliced up into chops, we're going to give a little bit more seasoning to these, a little bit of our SPG. And some more of our apple spice barbecue rub.
Eat me every day to keep the doctor away.
Be doing this to both sides. Brought our pork chops out onto our smoker. We have our smoker set at 225 degrees. We are going to smoke these until our chops hit an internal temperature of 145. To go along with our meal this evening, we're going to make ourselves up a side dish. We're going to make a cheesy broccoli casserole. In this container here, I have some broccoli that I've cut up and washed off thoroughly. Here I have a big pot of water. We're going to bring this water up to a boil, and then we'll add some salt to it, and we're going to throw in our broccoli so that we can blanch our broccoli. Let's make the cheese sauce that we're going to use for our broccoli casserole. In here I have 2 cups of half and half. Now you can use regular milk, you can use heavy cream. It's up to you as to how rich you would like this sauce to be. Here I have 2 tablespoons of hot ones. Calientes verde. We're going to add this to our half and half. Let's stir this around, and we're going to warm this up. Okay, our half and half has begun warming up. So now we're going to start adding some additional ingredients. I have a bag of shredded Mexican style cheese. I'm going to grab a few handfuls. Put 2 of them in here. We'll start mixing this up. All right, let's add a little bit more. Probably about half a cup each handful. So right now we've got about a cup and a half worth of cheese. Cheese is beginning to melt. I have a half a package, which is 4 ounces of a cream cheese. I'm going to place that in. This is already softened cream cheese. We're going to stir this up. Combine this real well. After this is thoroughly combined, we'll set this to the side to use with our broccoli casserole. Our water's come to a boil. Right when it came to a boil, I salted the water. And here I have my broccoli. I'm going to simply add it to our boiling water. We're going to cook this a few minutes until it gets to become a little tender. Our broccoli has finished cooking. We had it in our boiling water about 5 minutes or so and removed it. We're going to take our broccoli, we're going to add it to this casserole dish. Next, I'm going to take some of our SPG seasoning. Now we're going to take that cheese sauce that we made. We're going to pour this all over our broccoli. After adding our cheese sauce, we're going to take some plain panko breadcrumbs, sprinkle them on top. Go as heavy or as light as you want. Then we have some melted butter. This is salted melted butter. We're going to just drizzle this all over the top of this. We have our oven preheated at 425 degrees. We're going to take this casserole dish, we're going to place it in our oven, and we're going to bake this until this is a golden brown. Our broccoli casserole is finished. We've taken it out of the oven. We're going to get everything together. Let's finish up with our pork chops. I have 2 tablespoons of butter we're going to throw into a frying pan. Now that our butter is melted, here I have a 1/4 cup of brown sugar and a tablespoon of cinnamon that we've combined real well. We're going to place that into this butter. Stir this up. We're going to allow our sugar to dissolve some into this butter. We have our heat at a medium heat at the moment. If you need to, you can turn it down to a medium low. Now that our sugar has mostly melted, we are going to take our pork chops. We're just going to sit them in here. These are not going to be in here very long. In about a minute or so, we're going to take these, we're going to flip these over. Give this another 30 seconds to a minute on this side. We'll take these out and then we will plate these up. Our meal is complete. We made up a baked sweet potato to go with this. Got some butter and cinnamon sugar for our potato, or a rotten cheesy broccoli, and of course our apple cinnamon roll pork chops. This is absolutely packed with flavor. We thank you for joining us here at Tntspices. As always, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow, Until the next time, God bless.
See you later.
TNT.